Airbrush nail art can give you flawless ombres and perfect color fades. I will walk you through the entire process, including safety measures, with this new portable airbrush I just received from Saviland.
The kit is acetone-free and beginner-friendly, which means it's ready to use straight out of the box, no mixing or extra steps needed.
Let's get started. Hello guys, I'm Anastasia, international nail expert and educator. And first things first, we need to use protective gloves. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that I still need to mention that. For me, this is something like brushing my teeth. I do it all the time before work. I do not touch products without the gloves, even if I just want to reorganize them. And I know that some people argue with me. They say, well, it's not necessary if you wash your hands really well. Well, now it's not about keeping your hands clean. Now it's about dealing with the product, and we will have a direct contact with gel. So gloves here are mandatory. Step 2 is face mask. I will take it off for now so you guys can hear me, but I always wear a mask whenever I'm working. And step number 3 is a good ventilation system. Let's open up the box, and I have to say I love airbrush designs. I took a few classes on them, and this is the first time I see such a small portable airbrush. But also this is going to be my first time working with gel-based paints. Before that, I only used regular acrylic paints, so this is going to be different. That's why it's so important to have this all safety measures.
Let's start with the prep. Today I'm going to be my own model because it's time for me to get some new nails. I recently removed old product and I have a little gel leftovers on my nail, but it's transparent, it's very thin layer, so it's totally safe to keep it. First, I'll push back the cuticles with orange wood stick. I think last time I did cuticle care was a couple weeks ago, so it's not that bad yet. And yes, my nails and my skin grows pretty slowly, so usually after 2 weeks it still looks a little fresh. And then I proceed with dry manicure. I will be using diamond flame shaped bit. Red abrasive mark. The speed is about 15,000 rotations per minute. First, I'm going to work on the left side and clean the sidewalls, and then I proceed to the opposite side and switch to reverse mode. Dry manicure and nail prep feels like heaven when you're working with your dominant hand. I mean, as opposed to non-dominant, it just feels so easy and so comfortable because you did it like 100 times and you know how it works. I applied a base coat and I'm ready to get myself a new extensions.
Finally, to protect your own skin or your client's skin, you also need to use this latex tape or peel-off cuticle defender that you need to apply around your cuticle. Oh man, I can't believe that this one is dry again. So I'm out of liquid tape and it's like 2 a.m. So I don't think I can get one right now, so I will try without it. But if you are new to airbrush, if you don't know how to use it that well yet, please use liquid tape first because you will inevitably get some product on your surrounding skin.
Let's open the kit and see what it includes. So airbrush consists of 2 main parts. This one is compressor and another one is pen. That's the main tool that is going to spray the paint on your nails, and another one is going to create air for it. We have different containers, and these brushes are great for cleaning it. And also I have a kit of gel paints. It is going to be my first experience trying airbrush gel based paints, so I don't really know what to expect, but the consistency feels exactly like regular acrylic paints. It's rather thin consistency, almost like liquid, and there's a special needle included in the kit that you need to use to open the colors. I think they included all the essential colors we need. This is compressor, and there are 2 modes. Slow and fast. On a slow one you get a little bit of air, and on second mode you get more air depending on how much paint you want. This is the pen. You need to connect the cup first, make sure that it's firm, and this is the trigger that we are going to use to spray the paint. Connect it directly to compressor, and it feels so unusual because normally with bigger airbrushes there was also a wire between the compressor and the pen. If you want to try it out first without the paint, you can use alcohol and just see how it's going to spray it. And let's proceed and try it with the gel paint. So we only need 2 drops, basically that's all you need. And first try it on a piece of paper. So the further you are from the paper, the more faded the color is going to be. As you get closer, the color is more visible. Also, you will get a thicker layer of the product, which is normally something we don't want. So I applied soft gel tips and did this lilac background for my nail art. And first I'm going to use this pink color. I always wanted to do multicolor aura nails, but it's really complicated to do it with a brush or by hand. So that's why I'm going to try it out with airbrush. At this point, you are supposed to apply liquid latex around your nail, but since mine is not working, I will be doing without it and then clean the excess product. So I sprayed only in the center, don't overdo it. It's okay if you apply a thin coat first, then cure it and add another one. To activate the spraying part, all you need to do is slightly press on the trigger and pull it. Be gentle. If you press on it too hard, that will be too much paint coming out, and normally you will not get such a nice color fade. So all you need to do is to use a very slight touch. I was only using first mode because with the second one we get more intense air and normally we just don't need it. Wow, basically a few seconds and we get this perfect flawless ombre. And yes, if you master ombre, you can do it with a brush too or with a sponge, but let's admit it, the highest, best flawless quality comes with the airbrush. So I decided to proceed and add another color. Since this is gel, do not forget to cure it before proceeding to the next one, and I will be doing orange color. I wanted to do something like a sunset ombre. That's why we have lilac, pink, and now orange. And I spray a little bit in the center again, but I also want to make sure that we still have some pink color visible and remaining. And the best part when working with gel paint is that if you don't like what you see, let's say you accidentally sprayed too much and you just don't like it, you can clean it before curing and try again. Looks nice, and we could definitely stop at this point, but I enjoyed doing it so much and I thought a little lighter accent will not hurt here. So I'm using this yellow paint and spraying a little bit in the center. So now we have more of a sunset look. There's always a temptation to overdo it, but don't fall for it. Yes, it really takes a couple seconds to spray enough color on your nails. So basically the entire design is not going to take more than 5 minutes. And now we have sunset aura nails. They look pretty, and once you seal it with a glossy top coat, it's going to look even better. But also I want to have some shine, so I decided instead of using a transparent glossy top coat, I'm also going to add some chrome powder, so now they will have a different chromey look. If you wanted to try some crazy color combinations such as black and white or dark blue and light blue with aura nails or with ombre, and you just know that there will not be much success if you will try doing it with a regular brush, but with airbrush it's going to work 100%. Just keep in mind that some colors are not based on white paint. Let's say yellow or orange, sometimes they look a little transparent, so if you want to apply it on top of very dark color, I recommend you to use white first and then add this bright color. Same thing with neon colors. Oh my god, this design looks so gorgeous, and it was also so fast. I wanted to try this color combination for quite a while, but you know, there are some ideas simply saved in your notes or Pinterest or your brain, and they just sit there waiting for this right moment. And finally, when I got Airbrush, I was like, yes, finally I'm doing this aura nails now that I have all the tools. So I seal it with a glossy top coat, cure for 60 seconds, and then I immediately apply the chrome powder. Time may vary depending on the lamp and the top coat you are using. So now we need to make sure that this beauty is not going to chip. That's why I use a very light buffer and buff the free edge to get rid of some excess chrome powder. And finally, we seal it with a glossy top coat again. I forgot to clean some excess chromy particles from my thumb, but I did it on the rest of the nails, and this is the final look.
Let me know what do you think, guys, about using Airbrush. Have you ever tried it? If you would like to, then I will leave the link in the description box so you can try it out too. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!